a Polaroid or something. I mean, I had mine 2 months ago. I don't know what this fellow was looking for. But after a while, I'm like, hey, Doc. Why don't you tell me what I'm thinking? And he's like, why? And I said, because you're touching my brain, that's why. Jeez, that's my cerebrum there, E.T. If you're checking for cavities, got a dentist, thanks. And they use that stuff, that... It's like axle grease, isn't it, fellas? You can't wash that mess off with lava soap and a SOS pad. And my doctor wants to talk to me while he's doing it. Shut up! Just do me, then we'll chat, all right? I'll tell you what, the older I get, the less I trust medicine. I guess it's just getting older, man, you know. God, I hate getting old. I'll tell you, I'm about to say getting old sucks. You know you're getting old when you spend more time on the ointment aisle than any other aisle in the grocery store. Or commercials that you used to laugh at, you find yourself going, I make noises getting into bed now. What is that? Do you ever find like, oh, yeah, there we go, yeah, right there. If I get up in the middle of the night to go pee, which is another sign you're getting older, I used to sleep all night, pee for 20 minutes. Now it wakes me up. It's like, hey, like, didn't we just do this? I start walking to the bathroom, my bones are popping so loud, it sounds like somebody walking on packing peanuts. And then I read in the paper that Viagra now has a pill they call the Weekender. Because its effects last 36 hours. Dear God. 36 hours? I'm thrilled if it lasts 3 to 6 minutes. Hey, let me tell you something. 36 hours, you're not making love at that point. You're a circus freak. You might as well just parade people through your bedroom. 17 hours, ta-da! 28 hours, ta-da! I mean, can I tell you something? If I took that pill, the Weekender, with effects that last 36 hours, I'd be dead. Physically dead from the lack of blood to my brain. The only good side effect is they'd have a handle they could carry me out of the building with. "36 hours. And knowing my wife, at 35 hours and 59 minutes, she'd holler, I'm almost there! It's been 3 days! Could we focus? Just part of getting. Then I got a hernia this year. I swear. You know what? I talk a lot about my wife. I do love her to death. And one of the things that makes us work is that we're just so different. She loves to work out. She lives to work out. And she always wants me to go work out with her. And it's like, I'm going to go on a 2-hour walk. Do you want to go? And I'm like, or I could watch Law and Order and have 2 beers. So one day she goes, you know what, Bill, you need a trainer. And I go, whoa, whoa. I go, they're not that big. That's muscle. She goes, ugh. She goes, a physical trainer. I go, don't. She goes, I already did. She hired this guy named Hans. And Hans is one of these people who, he's the male version of my wife. He just lives to work out. So we go to the gym, and he puts me on this machine where you lie on your back at kind of an angle, and your feet are up here on this plate. And then there's a bar with 6,000 pounds of weights. and you're like this. And I go, all right, what do we do? And he goes, you push it up. And I go. And he goes, now let it down. Bam! My knees are right here. And I go, Hans, I can't feel my back. And he goes, oh. And with one hand lifts these weights up. And I go, why are we doing this exercise? And he goes, football players do this exercise every day. Because every day they got 400-pound defensive linemen running at them full speed. And I said, Hans, you need a glimpse into my daily life. After my morning Bloody Mary, I've never really had a 400-pound defensive lineman come at me down the sidewalk at full speed. But let's just say one did. I would see him and step out of the way. Watch, I'll do it again. I'm not even tired. So I go to my doctor and he goes, yeah, you got a hernia. We'll fix it tomorrow. A day surgery. So I'm kind of flippant about this surgery because remember the old-fashioned way where they would cut you open, you were gone 5-6 weeks? They don't do that anymore. Now, they just poke 2 holes in you. And in one, they stick a camera, which is a journey I wouldn't go on. And in the other hole, they fix it. I was in and out, 45 minutes, no pain. But the doctor gave me a prescription of Vicodin in case there was any pain. Oh, I had pain. Where has that been my whole life? Vicodin. You know why? I now know why you have to have a prescription to get that mess. Because when you're on Vicodin, you don't give a rat's ass about anything. We could walk out here on the 91, get hit by a semi, bam! We're like, my fault, my fault. So 2 days after my surgery, we took the kids to the Bahamas on their spring break. And I discovered in the islands of the Bahamas that half a Vicodin and a Bahama mama makes for a bitchin' day. And I found it out by accident. What happened was we went to this resort where the whole deal was you could swim with the sharks in the lagoon. You don't really swim with them. They're just like on a little fence, and you can touch them, and they charge you more money. Well, my son was a shark fanatic at the time. I mean, the first morning, I'm kicked back in my wife and I's bed, just kind of rested. He comes bolting into our room and goes, let's go see the sharks! And does this Spider-Man leap. And in slow motion, I watched him as he landed right on my hernia. And I'm just like, oh, Mr. Vicodin! But as I'm reaching for these pills, I realize I got to be careful because I have no drug or alcohol tolerance at all. I swear to you, I'm the cheapest drunk on the planet. It takes nothing to get me loopy and doing stupid stuff. Yeah, something like that. Well, like riding an electric floor buffer for a shot of tequila. Did it. If I get the flu at my house and I take a shot of NyQuil, I'm walking around my own living room looking at my wife going, hey, baby, what's up? And she's like, go to bed. I'm like, that's what I was thinking about. So I only ate half this Vicodin back at the resort because I knew we were going down the beach. Well, it was about an hour before we got down the beach, and I'd forgotten about it because that's how they work. They don't take away your pain. They just make you forget you ever had any.